Hello and welcome to another episode of Monk Plays Lonely Mountains Down a Hill. We did 3 resting spots in the last video and it was absolutely insane. Let's see if we can do the last one in Sierra Rivera. 70 episodes though. Thank you so much to the developers of this game. You made such a thunderful game. It's because the name of the developer is Thunderful. They'd get it if they're watching through this series. Also thank you for the support on the YouTube. I don't know. I tweeted at the developer and I got tons of views with the latest video. I don't know if it's from people that were looking for videos, but it might be the developers too, because I found that a huge view rate of a lot of videos out there are from the developer trying to see how people play their game, or like if they're trying to make another game that's very similar. It's kind of a brilliant move. I very much respect that, because you're taking the extra measure at that point to learn how people play your game. How, what's good about it, what's bad about it, how to improve in the next one. But Thunderful, I wish you the best, and I hope you can make another game like this. I don't know, maybe with like snowboarding through the Alps and stuff at Mount Everest, dude. I'd play it, or maybe skiing. I don't know. It could be anything, to be honest. The sky's the limit with this type of game. Yo, wow, we're so good. We found it within 2 minutes of this video. So literally within like 25 minutes of recorded footage, we found all 4 of the Sierra Rivera spots. That's kind of beautiful. But also, let's bounce out. Let's get to the next area. Look at that. We beat all 4 resting spots before all the challenges were beaten. Alright, so we found 2 of them here. Looks like we found this one. And maybe this one. No, it looks like that's trail number 2. And so we found 2 and 4. But not 1 and 3. Definitely not 3. Let's start with 3. Okay, but you're probably not here for the game, so hello and welcome to the Lonely Mountains podcast today. I mean, what can I say? It's back to school, back to work, back to everything. January is just it's kind of shock to your system, because you realize that there's so much work to be done. You're like, oh man, a whole new year. And it's not like a whole new me, I'm not about to make that meme again. We talked about that before. But it's, it kind of feels like you gotta just step up your game and keep pushing forward. That's how I feel anyways. Like, there was so I'm at my new job now. And there was a moment of hesitation before I started my first stream after my new job, and I was like, we could probably just call it like a little bit of a not a vacation from stream, but like, maybe we take a break. Maybe we just like in Lonely Mountains, we just we pop a squat and focus on ourselves. And I'm not saying that that's a bad thing. A lot of my regular viewers would probably be like, oh, if you need the time, do it. I'd rather have you at 100% than you at whatever you call this hot mess that you are right now. Wow, how dare you. But also, we found the resting spot. Let's go. love it. But it just like with the new year, it's all about pushing yourself. It's not time to slow down. You know, the holidays were, ironically, the time to slow down. If you were to slow down, a lot of people choose that time to really push themselves to their limit with trying to do as much work as possible, and also try to be at every single family event as possible, and yada yada yada. But you know, just keep on keeping on. That's how you do it. That's how you get anywhere in life, you know. Otherwise you just get complacent. You just you get to be just okay with where you're at, and then you just stay there. No, that's not how we're gonna live our life, okay? you gotta set goals for yourself. You gotta go for those goals with all you have, because otherwise, you know, wow. This has got to be like a 30-minute record for, what is it, 6 minutes in, 21 minutes was the last video. 30 minutes, we found 6 resting spots. We finished 2 mountains. And this is probably the best resting spot out there. Look at that. It's like hanging over the river. This is real good. Alright, well, that's it. Time to go back to the other ones. Now that we've found these ones, we might be able to find the Mountain 2 one a little bit easier, maybe? Who's to say? And also there's one more in Mountain 1. Alright, let's see here. That's definitely there. This might have been that. Yeah. So we're missing these 2. Alright, let's just start. Trail 3. Let's go. Yeah, I'm not trying to like be like a, I don't know, like a public service announcement or something like that. Just to encourage you just out of nowhere. But I feel like we need to encourage each other a little bit sometimes, especially when it's, I feel like January, even though with all of the New Year's resolutions and all that, the reason why it falls off after like 2 weeks is because the attitude behind it, you know. Yeah, you're encouraged because it's a new year. That's not enough of a push. You need to be encouraged by your end goals, by the things you put in front of you. So I don't know. For me, what do my end goals look like? I don't know, like 1,000 subs by the end of the year, maybe. I feel like that's a little bit high, but also like a part of me maybe feels like that's low. But I mean, I've said before, 200 is already way past what I thought it was. But yeah, I'll be paying attention to games to check out. What games would be best to put on Twitch/YouTube, and just keep on going at it, you know. I feel like we got something special here. Obviously there's 200 of you that feel kind of the same, at least, and I very much appreciate it, because it means the world to me that there's people that are willing to enjoy these. I might be skipping out on some sleep just to record these and to keep recording them while I start my new job, but it's 100% worth it, you know. That's what it's all about, you know. I love keeping the consistency up. I like that you're hooked up to the machine of my vocal word salad soup breadsticks. You got me on tab. just keep on sending them. I don't know. I'm losing it here. Come on. Where could we be? Like this resting spot. We've looked everywhere on this map. We even found a couple shortcuts just from trying to look for this resting spot. Ay. Testing. You know, it's a good day when you come home and eat some wonderful dinner that the wife made, and then you go to the dishes and you're like, oh man, there's not enough dishes to send through the dishwasher. But I still did it. I finished it. All right. I mean, I unstacked the dishwasher, and you're probably like, why are you bragging about doing the dishwasher? You just literally put the plates in. You're a literal monster if you just put the plates in without giving them a scrub. I mean, maybe you have a better dishwasher than me, but with the amount of money we make, the dishwasher we have, you gotta scrub the gunk off. It just doesn't add up to me. Like, why deep clean these dishes if they're just gonna have caked on stuff afterwards? You know, you just have to send them through again. Some people think I'm cruel to myself for having to scrub my dishes off, but I feel like it should be pretty standard. I don't know. There's nothing worse than picking up a glass to get some water, and then when you put in the water, you go to take a sip, and you look inside. There's like black specks on the inside. Oh. Whew. I'm pretty sure I'm not alone in that. It's one of the worst feelings. Just like I feel like I skipped out on a very important thing. Like I don't know. I take pride in when I pull out a plate. There's no rice on it. There's no quinoa, which by the way was apparently couscous. When we were talking about quinoa earlier. There's a difference. Quinoa is like more grainy. I think it's more healthy for you. Whereas couscous is actually, I think, is more like spaghetti and less proteiny. But I think it's still better for you than most grains. I don't know, man. We ended the last episode talking about our weight. I don't usually talk about my weight, but I feel like it's one of those things that if you start talking about it, you'll feel more comfortable with talking about it. Slash, maybe I'll get much better in trying to make some strides in my health department. 'Cause like, health department. Makes it sound like I'm like running a company. My health department needs some assistance. But really, like that, it's one of those topics that's kind of taboo. Like if you start talking about it, you're like, should I not be talking about this? Is this a sensitive topic? You know, there's a couple people on stream that feel comfortable enough with me to mention my weight, I guess. They're usually either like just that honest type kind of person, like where they're a little bit too honest, or actually I feel like that's probably it. You know, most people just kind of have their own, the humility meter is just a little bit too high for them to be able to ask those kinds of questions. And you know, either way, it works for me. Whatever. You're hanging out on my stream. you get all of the slack. I I knew it was over there. Like when I started the stream, I was a little bit on the chubbier side. I lost weight just from streaming a ton and not really eating much. But after Charlie just like went off the deep end, just because of stress levels, just just kind of adjusting. And I found out it was probably mostly my job, which I felt like wasn't providing me with much mental capacity to function. So I'm switching to that. I'm switching to a more physical job. I'm gonna watch what I'm eating a little bit closer. So yeah, I feel like we're making good strides towards better health, just so I can, I don't know, see my grandkids maybe in the future. It's weird talking about grandkids when you have a 18-month-old, but it's, again, long-term goals make you push towards them. That's basically the gist of this. Like, and also short-term goals. I don't know if skinnying out, I guess, is the term. Is that a term? Maybe I'm much more comfortable with the face cam on, just because I look a little bit where I want to look like. Maybe I'll get less thick with 2C's comments. That probably won't change, because I have the body type of like a linebacker, but I hate sports, so not that I hate sports. I hate playing sports. I guess it's kind of one and the same. I also don't like the lifting at the gym. I'm more of a cardio guy, but I also don't like running at the gym. So there's a lot of, okay. Here's like kind of the main gist of all of that. Is that whenever I played sports, whenever I played football, baseball, or church softball, whatever it is, maybe recreational center basketball in the morning, there was always that point where I like jammed a finger or twisted an ankle a little bit, a little sprain here and there, and it made me unable to keep working out. Things like that. I hate that, because I'm already I'm trying to make an effort to be more active, all of that. But it stunts you. Just because you're trying a little bit harder than usual. I know there's ways to safeguard yourself, but I'm also I'm one of those guys that my height, my growth spurt happened at 10 years old, and ever since I've just been an awkward giant of sorts. I mean, I'm 6'1". It's not really a giant. I'm a giant to a 5'8" dude, which isn't that common, I think. I mean, I don't know. I'm not gonna backtrack from my statements here. I feel like I haven't stepped on too many toes yet. But it's oh man, are we ever gonna find this resting spot? I just looking around on this, I'm already a little bit frustrated. There's so much here. I just want to look at the map or something. Let's see. There's all of this. But yeah, to sum all that up, if I could sum it all up, that's probably a huge ask of my linguistic skills. Is just setting goals for yourself, and just it helps with not feeling like your existence is meaningless. Not to get like existential, but that is kind of the main point. Like there's a lot of times where I've laid down in my bed, I'm like, what am I doing? What is all of this for? And that's the question. That's yeah. That's something you gotta figure out sometimes. 1,000 subs in 20 subs in 2020. Let's go. No, again, like the numbers are good. I just care if like some of you guys are actually enjoying this. That's really it. And it doesn't even have to be this. Like you enjoy the Switch Overwatch highlights, you enjoy the co-op stuff, you enjoy just one of these things that I put up. The fact that there's some just a little bit of interest is already good enough for me. Makes the little boy that I am. The little wait, what am I trying to say? I need to go. I need to just quit here. The little boy that is my heart. That is my spirit animal. Does that still sound creepy? I don't think I can climb out of this hole, so I'm just gonna end the video. Hit that like button if you like the video. Hit that sub button if you want to get notified whenever you find another one or another episode comes out. This is a hot mess. I'm leaving. See ya.